gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sponsored by Andrea Mason, Press Play, Plan Life According to You, LLC. Take care of your mental health. Find inner peace by rediscovering and loving you for who you truly are. Take advantage of this exclusive offer and choose to press play today. Thank you.
And I, pretty much go through the biography of Jay Lyric, man, and how he came about and why he came about. A lot of people don't know Jay Lyric is actually an acronym. It actually stands for something. I ain't gonna give it here again. That's gonna be for the show, but I'm gonna let them know where that acronym came from, and like I said, how and
So
why.
it's like, it's kind of like a, I'm trying, not necessarily an introduction, but basically. What's up, everybody? How you doing? This is the host of the Buzzing With Marlowe podcast, and we are on the Commission Talks edition. That's right, guys. You see in the back, it's Wednesday. It's WTW Wrestle Talk Wednesday. It's going to be a big event, man. More importantly, it's time. It's Rumble week, baby. It's Rumble time, man. Road to WrestleMania is right around the corner. But first, even though we're back, we got to do something that gets it all going. If you are new to the channel, make sure you like, share, most importantly, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to stay in contact with all our platforms. Just to name a few. We got Facebook, we got Twitter, we got TikTok. Yeah, TikTok is back. If you didn't know, TikTok is back. I messed up and deleted it, and apparently it's back. So, yeah, I can only do it on my laptop now. But hey, man, it's back. We're on the X. We're on all platforms. We're even on this new one called Lemon. Yeah, there's an app called Lemon now. But we're on it. Threads, you name it, we're there. Obviously, guys, you can name all the audio platforms. Wherever you get your podcasts at, wherever you listen to your podcasts, we are there. Yes, we finally accomplished it and made it on Pandora. I can't even explain it no more. Like, that's insane to me. That was literally like a Royal Rumble match right there. I was number one, and Pandora just kept throwing me out every single time. But hey, man, like I said, it's Commission Talks edition. It's been a while, I know. I want to thank everybody for the love and support of what y'all have done for us in the past. Buying the merch, buying the t-shirts, more importantly, buying the American Prodigy merch, because yes, I've been more constantly just being AP than being on the podcast and stuff like that. My apologies. It's just my life has been on a roller coaster and it's just been going. I ain't had no breaks anytime soon. But we've got a lot of things that we're going to talk about today. But first, there's got to be somebody else involved in this, because it's Commission Talks. It's not a one-man band. That's right, guys. I got my boy Dre on Wheels from the 1130 podcast, and he's right in the back waiting. He's ready to pop a wheelie. We about to get it rolling because, guys, it's Commission Talks. And more importantly, so I don't get hit with copyright, let's get ready to rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Commission Talks. Are you ready?
The following program is rated TVMA. It is intended only for mature audiences.
We are
Yo,
back.
yeah. What it do?
Manpower Trip is here.
What's
How you
going
been,
on, man?
How you
Yo,
been?
man, I'm doing well, man. Doing well. It's
You've
Wednesday.
been active. You have been active, bro. I swear, like, if something's on YouTube, it's on the notification. 11:30 podcast is live somewhere, somehow. It's either a watch along, it's either the talk pro wrestling. You're back on beyond 11:30 now, bro. How you been, man? You've been pretty busy.
Man, I've been doing my thing, man. Doing my thing. Even though we took a little small hiatus with commission talk, I tapped in with the watch alongs. I definitely remember one guest who was just like just just go with what works. And also I remember my brother just kept saying to me at one point, he was just like, yo man, if it worked, man, keep doing it. And I've been doing a watch alongs, man, and connecting with some new folks, man, and having some fun doing them. So yeah, man. I've been doing that, and of course the podcast show. I kind of reformatted the show instead of like an episode more so like every week, but a episode just like it'll come out Friday. It might come out Tuesday. It might come out
I
just
love it.
never know like that. So because I got the watch along Monday and Friday, so I don't want to so much on my plate and be like, yo, yeah, I got a final episode to come out this Wednesday or whatever like that. So yeah, it's
Hey,
cool, man. And of course, beyond 11:30 coming back. So yeah, man, I've been doing my thing, man. Doing my thing, man.
yeah, man. I love it. I love it, man. Like you just said, man, I love the dynamics that you got for the shows because, like you said, Beyond 11:30 is like a midnight talk. Like, hey, we're talking relationships. We talking some adult business when it comes on
Yeah.
Beyond 11:30. Then you got the watch alongs, bro. You just being freely like little man. We know he's in the back. He can actually chill and watch the watch along and not be getting, hey man, get out of the camera, man. Hey, back up, like help out. Like
Yeah.
I love that, man, and I love the growth. And obviously, we just did the watch along for Monday Night Raw. That's
Yeah,
my
man, that was
first.
cool.
That was my first time watching Raw on Netflix live. I
Oh
haven't been
yeah.
able to get to watch a Raw on Netflix actually when it's happening in ever yet. So it was
Yeah.
kind of cool, man.
Yeah, now since I've been tapping into it and doing the watch alongs, watching it, I guess not live is a little different now. So I be like, man, this feel a little strange, man, but yeah, I done got used to it now. I done got
Is
used to it.
so you think the popularity for Netflix and Raw has been growing really well now?
Yeah, I think so, man. It's the number one show on
Bro, it's
Netflix
beating
each and every
Squid
week.
Games 3 weeks in a row now.
Yeah,
It's beating
so
Squid Games.
each week, and I said it too when we was talking about that. So, yeah, every week, Monday Night Raw when it comes on is the number one show on Netflix. So, I think it's doing really dope, though. But I also we was talking about this on the watch along too, how the deal is just for Monday Night Raw, and I was just thinking like,
Isn't
damn,
that crazy?
I thought everything was coming, but
Yep.
internationally, it's on Netflix. Everything's on Netflix, but just here in the United States, I guess they may eventually get there at some point, to have everything, besides Raw on Netflix. Because I would assume you would have WrestleMania, on Netflix, right? And not just, Peacock. But hey,
Might
it's
be
all good. I
scared
think it's,
though. That might be a scare to put WrestleMania on Netflix because
you think so?
I mean, if you look at the Logan Paul and Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, like
Oh
it
yeah.
didn't air out really well. Like I think it's with like that big platform because obviously so many people are going to be watching, so it might crash. We didn't really have that problem. I mean, obviously, I didn't get to watch the Monday Night Raw, the first Netflix episode, exactly when it was happening. My wife was telling me, she's like, babe, this is like watching WrestleMania. This is phenomenal.
Yeah.
My wife was mind blown. She dialed in, watched the entire Monday Night Raw of Netflix. If y'all don't know Samantha does not watch TV really. Like my wife will literally just be on the phone playing a phone game. Like that's her entertainment. And for her to sit there and watch an entire Monday Night Raw it's mind-boggling. She only usually watches the pay-per-views. So
okay.
So for her to watch it and tell me about it, and then she was so excited. She's like, babe, such and such. I'm like, stop. I'm not even there to watch it yet. Don't say nothing else. I've already muted all my group chats. I've already made sure I'm not getting no spoilers.
Yeah, you don't want no spoilers on that, man.
Oh my gosh.
No
And she kept
spoilers.
saying about The Rock. I'm like, all right, don't say nothing else.
Man, I don't know. I don't know what's up with Rocky, man. I feel like Rocky, I don't know. Either
Busy.
he's got,
I think that's what it is. I think
yeah,
it's because
understand,
he's
but
busy
yeah,
and
I
the boss.
understand that. Yeah, he's the final boss. Of course, he's the final boss. I get it.
That too,
But
but he is the boss in
yeah,
a way too.
yeah. So, trust me, I get it though. I really do. But I think, man, come on, man, something that you indulged yourself into back last year and came back with the final boss and created this story. The last Raw we seen you on prior to seeing you back at Bad Blood. You told Cody Rhodes our story is just beginning. You come back at Bad Blood, you do his thing, do the countdown, cut the throat. I was like, what the hell is that about? Then we see Rock at the debut show, and he comes out, and I'm like, okay, I didn't expect him to come out first, and then he said, I'm keeping my eye on this match, keeping a close eye on this match. Okay, cool. Right. Roman Reigns wins. I thought Solo would win, but we won't see what happened with Solo. Roman wins. Rock comes out. He put the Ula Fowler on his neck, and that would have been the perfect timing. Excuse me. Perfect timing for The Rock. I thought he was going to bitch slap Roman. I thought he was going to bitch slap Roman, man, at that point, because he had it when he stuck his hand out to shake Roman's hand. I thought he was going to smack him, or at least when Roman had the Ula Fowler around his neck and Roman going, post to post, and Rock was going to do something, but nothing happened at all. Not saying that anything can happen at the Royal Rumble, but if it doesn't, it just like, okay, now we just gotta revert back to something else now. But something else could be really cool.
I see it as this, and I think Rock said it perfectly on NXT. Just enjoy the ride. I think it. I get it. We talk about it all the time. Let them cook, whatever. But it was a big pause because I think everybody was expecting it. I think
I was.
And I think that's also a smart thing that Triple H and Rock are really being good at too. Is, hey man, we're not giving it to you just when you think you're getting it. Let me wait. You wait on when we give it to you, because then it's going to mean more. I mean, obviously, I feel like Rock is going to have a part in the Rumble. But before we talk about the Rumble, man, are you ready? We got to do the real fun chat that we get to do. I mean, we two dads, man. I got two, you got one. You've been venting about them and stuff. So let's get it. Lovely Dad. That's right, guys. Our weekly Dad Rant is back.
Dad Rant.
The floor is yours.
Dad Rant.
You got a Dad Rant, bro?
Dad Rant. Dad Rant.
He's over here to got a rap for us.
All right,
That's
all
gonna be
right.
on
I
the new
mean,
video right there.
shit, man.
So
Every
you
day
doing
is a
them all,
dad
man.
rant to me, man. Every day is a dad rant. For real, man. My little man.
You
Yeah, yeah.
see,
This
you see
yeah.
how I feel now when we first started commission, and you remember when I was with Annabelle all the time. I'm just sitting there
Yeah.
like, oh, like I can't look this way, can't look that way. My child will be just disappear. Then you're in panic mode. You're like, where is she at? Like
Mm.
I literally just saw her, and
All
literally
right.
she's in
Check
this
this out.
messing with the cabinets or something. Like, oh Lord.
Check this out. My little man got this thing where each and every morning, where man, it's like when he see the crack of the sunshine, man. It's like, oh yeah, like it's time to get it on, like, and now he's like, mommy, he's like he's in the mode where it's like mommy mode now, but daddy too, like I get to you, daddy, when I need you, but mommy, he be like,
Yeah.
eggs, yeah, 2 waffles. Yeah, he be like breakfast. He be ready to eat, right? Ready to eat and ready for the morning though. And then for the slightest second, it get quiet. He creep in here in this room that I got where his monitor and the computer and the ring light and the speakers and everything is on a table and everything else that I have on the table and some stuff that we try to keep away from him on the table. So he comes in here and he grabs the box and then scoots the box all the way over to the table, stands up on the box, gets up on the table, takes this microphone that I'm talking in right now, plugs it in. When I say plugs it in, he plugged it in. He plugged it in, bro, and he plugged another mic into this microphone, but it was like, how do you think that was gonna work though? But yeah, and then okay, now my shades. I only got one shades. I only got one pair of shades now. The
Oh
other
man, he
two,
messed with the
he.
gimmick.
Oh yeah, man. Oh, he hard on the gimmick though. He see me. He put the shades on. He put the glasses on, and then also too, like Seth Rollins is mad too. So Seth Rollins, every time Seth comes out, he got what glasses on. So he even trying to take his mother's glasses, and them are actual glasses though. But yeah. So I gotta give him his own pair of shades and everything. Like I'm like, bro, if you break them, yeah, I gave him the other two though, because one of them I was like, I don't want these no more. Then the other ones I gave them to him, man. I just said, y'all look at you done messed them up now. Nah. But yeah, though, like that's my little dad rant though. I gotta do a podcast episode with him, but I gotta get him when he like more chilled though, because if he's sitting still, like he get agitated, he be like, come on. And he had the problem. He be like, come on, man. I'd be like, what?
You saw the game stream I had with both my kids on. Annabelle lasted 10 minutes. Tops. 10
10 minutes.
minutes on the camera. And
Man.
but she'll run
Oh,
back and
oh,
forth though.
no.
She don't want to be interviewed. She'll want to
See,
be
oh,
MC.
oh, but look here, he wants to be all of it though. He'll go get my phone, he'll go get his mom's phone, he'll set the phone up against something and push record and start dancing, like Seth freaking Rollins and doing all of that, man. Like I'm telling you, like, yeah, little man is getting prepared. Like it's so funny though, like, and it's like especially get upset, like, man, stay off the table, man. I don't want you messing with anything. And then all of a sudden I look over and he got the phone, especially his mother phone. He try to run away with her phone and get under the table and never come out and just start recording or just start calling people or whatever. But yeah, man, like, yeah, that's that. That's that right now until we, get him in school or whatever like that. But yeah,
You
the,
ready
the
for it?
big thing is to keep him busy. Keep him
Are you
busy.
ready for it, man? Are you ready for the school life?
I don't know, man. The more I guess I keep hearing about it, and the more she talk about it too. It make me nervous. As I think I'm gonna get nervous anyway, but it's just it's the next journey basically. Obviously, yeah, you're gonna be a dad, and then you're gonna have late nights, early mornings, but yeah, you got to change a bunch of pampers and all this stuff. Then you got to hit the terrible twos, and then you got to take. So there's so many stages and phases that
Yeah.
a parenting and that we sort of got through, and I think, man, I ain't gonna say this is going to be. easy, but it's gonna be challenging, and it's just gonna be another phase.
It's gonna be a new adaptation. You're gonna get
Yeah,
used to it, stuff like that, and that's something I had to
yeah,
learn when now Annabelle's in kindergarten.
yeah.
Um,
And she was
it's gonna
saying,
be different.
you think he's sick now? Wait till he
Oh,
start going to
bro,
school or whatever. So,
it's.
and we all
I will
just
tell
getting
you
on board.
this. I will tell you this. Now we did have Annabelle around the COVID time, so obviously couldn't take kids out anyways. I regret not having Annabelle around a bunch of kids when she was a lot younger before she started school because I mean she never really got sick. So
Mm,
when she started school, oh my gosh, dude. My daughter is not going to get perfect attendance anytime soon. My daughter is sick. At least when we first started the school, which it was only preschool for crying out loud, she literally would get sick every other week. Like after her break, because she only went to school Monday through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If there was a long break, she got sick every
mm,
single time. And I was just like, oh man. Like kindergarten now, she's gotten a little bit better. It's gotten a little bit better, but like
yeah,
I say it constantly, have the kids around other kids just so it can get it out of their system. Their immune system is already built up, stuff like that. That's something I really wish that we would have done is just have her around more kids. But obviously you had a kid at around COVID time. Like, what are you really gonna do? You know what I mean? So it's
yeah,
like, but yeah, man, I agree. It's just gonna be an adaptation. I
yeah.
know, bro. So I don't know if you saw on our Facebook, my wife tagged me in it. Um, it was Annabelle's 100th day in kindergarten. So the theme that what they would all wear is they dress up as grandmas for the hundredth day. My daughter looks like one of the most angriest grandmas that looks like she just has a cigarette in her mouth all day. She had the little rollers in her hair. She had the little cane. So I go to pick her up. My daughter's the only one with a cane, might I add. My daughter is playing this gimmick to the T. To the T. My daughter's got the slouch back, just sitting there looking at me like that. I'm like, what are you doing? And then when I open the door, because obviously the teacher opens the door to let her in, whatever, she goes, "Hey, grandson." I said, "Oh, Lord. Oh man." So get ready. The acting and all the theatrics just are just beginning. But yeah,
Mm,
I'm glad
yeah,
that you're getting to experience stuff like that. And like I said numerous times, especially with school, remember how nervous I was about it. I mean, there's some still things I'm still iffy when it regards to school, but it's like, hey, it works. You get used to it. You look forward to actually taking her to school at times because it's like, hey, I can get
yeah,
a break. You know, especially
exactly.
with my work schedule right now. The only thing that sucks
See,
right now is I got to
yeah,
get up at 1 every day.
and that's the thing too with us though. Like we don't work, so it's like, all right, and with her, point of view, perception, it's like, all right, well, we don't work, so I guess we could just stay at home watching them all day. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, we do need a break though. Like, and I think taking them into school and putting them in school, I think would definitely be definitely a break for a while. You know, hopefully everybody agree what I'm saying. Uh, I think we lost my guy, Warren Marlowe, just a bit. But you guys, man, yo, we here on Commission Talk. I think there we go. We got Warren. I think he's popping back in. We lost him for a little bit.
There we go.
There we go. There we go. There
You
we
hear me
go.
good
There
now?
we go. Yeah, I can hear you good.
Mike was a little wishy washy. I was trying to wonder if it was on my end or yours.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
hopefully, it might have been me.
no,
But
it's
yeah,
clear as
man.
day now.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was saying too. Just we don't work, so her perception is like, yeah, we could just stay at home and just be with him also all day long. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But at a certain point, he's smart.
You
We
gotta
got
have
these little
some
cards
boundaries.
where, A, B, C, he know all of them, all the letters. Whatever ones is it? It's the shapes, the letters, and something else. But yeah, he know all the ABCs, all of them. Like I'm like this little boy smart. He belong like you could be in school, like for real. Like I know we need a break. We ain't had a break in a while. Besides maybe Nana or Grandma come over, even for a while or take him
Yeah,
for
those are the
some hours of
reliefs.
the day.
I
Yeah, they
just
are.
took my
Yeah.
daughter to my mom's because she knew that, I had picked her up and I didn't get that much sleep, and I'm still doing this because Annabelle
Hmm.
be in and out the show right now.
Yeah,
And so it
that
it
break is needed.
that grandma, bro, lifesaver. Grandma
Yeah,
lifesaver.
no bull,
Grandma
man.
lifesaver. But man, yeah, man, that's our dad rant. Obviously now it's time to talk some pro wrestling. Dre, you ready?
Let's get to it.
All right, so we're gonna start it off with the one, so we don't make it seem like we're just talking about one brand. We're gonna talk about one little baby that's called
One
All
little
Elite
baby.
Wrestling. So, Dre, what is
What's
new with
new with
AEW?
AEW? What's new with AEW? Well, they've been going to a lot of more smaller venues, though. I noticed that been a new thing with AEW, which I think has been helping their production value, far as how the show looks. And it's not like the guys are coming out there, talking to a black sheet, and the other on the other side you got the fans. So the smaller crowd seems to be new and helping out AEW. They are on Max though, so like I think we should give it up for AEW too, man. I mean, we all talk about WWE and Raw on Netflix though, like they on Max, so they got their streaming little junk going on, and that's fine, man. I was another thing. I was chatting with you about it. I said we're going to talk more about. I know Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley, a part of the Hurt Business, is the new AEW Tag Team Champions, and I did not quite like how Private Party was just Tag Team Champions just for like a blink of like for if you blink you missed it for real because they barely defended the titles on Dynamite or anything like that, and how Bobby and Shelton, I mean, credit to them, they great. The song is getting over. We hurt people, I dig it, but I mean, like, I don't know. It's just it seemed I don't know what's new, man. I mean, I tune in. I tune in to AEW for real, for real. Because it's I give it a chance. I remember being at the first show here in DC. I've been I was just chatting with my buddy, man, from like 2019 to 2021. That was like the sweet years, maybe like 2020, 2019 and maybe 2023, maybe that was like the sweet years of AEW, man. And lately, I don't know, man. They just been, focusing on something quite, different. I don't know. I don't know, man.
If it
Like
ain't the
the
New
whole, the
Japan
whole.
guys, if it ain't the New
I,
Japan guys, it is what it is. That's what
I
I
I
that's what
mean,
I've kind of felt like it is.
the New Japan guys, they're great with AEW. I mean, for real, it gives me
They just not as
exposure.
over as the I think the biggest issue with what AEW's got right now is Tony Khan's personal favorites are not the personal favorites of the US audience, if that makes sense.
Mm,
Like Takashita and stuff like that. I like
oh,
Takashita.
tho-
I,
so,
I've gotten props with him.
so those are his favorites.
I mean, Takashita, obviously, well, Osprey. Osprey is his stone cold, if we really want to be
Mhm.
real with that.
I
Now that
mean,
Kenny Omega's in the picture again, I don't know. I think the biggest issue with AEW standpoint, when you got Ricochet, Ricochet's downfall is he went with Will Osprey. There's no different angle
but
between
oh,
Osprey and Ricochet.
okay, real fast. Like the exposure from the New Japan talent is great. It gave me exposure on these guys that I might not have got exposure on, maybe elsewhere though.
Mhm.
But I feel like beyond the whole New Japan ordeal. I mean, everybody else the same. Like John Moxley, for example, though we
No,
haven't
God,
seen the
don't
World
even.
Heavyweight Championship from
Don't
John Moxley. Yeah, we haven't even seen the World Heavyweight Championship from John Moxley since he won it, and this whole theory of that, he got something, nothing is leading to anything. Mercedes, now she got 4 belts, she won it, somewhere else. So it's not really making quite sense though.
It's getting to the point where they say the titles don't matter, but obviously judging by what everything is going, especially with Mercedes, titles were the issue.
Yeah, go.
Championships was the issue. It had to be, because I mean, I give it to Mercedes, whatever. But the sad thing is, Tony Khan paid that big money for Mercedes to be the big baby face.
No, what they doing with Ricochet now? I at first
That's
it was really
organic.
corny.
That's not something that they wanted. They
Yeah,
thought
but-
Ricochet was going to come in there and be the big time baby face,
Yeah,
because
but
in a way that is the style of AEW, is what
Yeah.
Ricochet could bring.
yeah, you're right. But with Ricochet though, like at first it was like corny as hell, but now ever since that episode, and which I checked it out, one collision, I think it was like it wasn't shit going on that Saturday. So if ain't nothing going on, I might check out collision though.
That's
But
the one
that
in
collision,
Jacksonville, right? That was
no,
the one
no,
in Jacksonville.
no, not the one in Jacksonville, the one in the Manhattan at I think the ballroom or whatever like that. And they started throwing toilet paper at Ricochet, and I said, "Oh yeah, the hammer slide." I was like, "Oh shit!" And then they did it again on Wednesday Night Dynamite,
What up,
and
Brian?
then
What up, B?
what's going? Yo, B, and then they did it at the pay per view, which Swerve did it, and I was like, "Bro, you left WWE to come over here,
No, you always
and now
do.
you're getting toilet paper thrown at your ass. That is crazy, bro." Yo, shout out to you guys. Yo, shout out to you, bro, man.
Shout out to you.
I seen you yeeting all over the place, man, in Atlanta.
Oh
at Monday
my
Night Raw.
god.
You was
Bro,
yeeting
I
all
remember
over
we
the
were on
place.
the watch along. I was like, bro, I'm just waiting for Brian to have either a TikTok video or something. When
Yeah,
I figured out how to get back onto my TikTok, I found out Brian was over there yeeting on the Jey Uso entrance and everything.
yeah, that's what's up. What's up, B? But yeah, man, I don't know what's bro. Yeah, I don't know what's new actually with AEW right now. And I mean,
I'll tell
Edge is
you
back.
this.
Edge
A
is
proven
listen,
fact right now is John Moxley is not a main event talent.
I want to say maybe not no more. I don't want to say no more, but just at this time, maybe he just I don't know. I don't know. It was smart. Even the match he had a couple of weeks ago, I don't know if it was either with Brian Cage or Powerhouse Will Hobbs. Like the guy just came back and now he's like look like it's just
choked
it's
him
not
out.
making
He
sense.
choked him out. I'm like, dude, you're telling me John Moxley can choke out Powerhouse Hobbs. Hobbs is literally Big E, Brock Lesnar, and maybe I'm trying to figure out another big guy, Batista, all in one of a character. And you're telling me John Moxley chokes this person out? Like, come on. You got it.
It's not making sense.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. I'm not even trying to be mean about this. Like,
his whole faction is
ass. I've been watching stuff. I've been watching it back and forth, just trying to keep up as much as I can.
Like Willa Yuta, like he just act like he was sort of forced in it. You got Cesaro, like none of these guys for real needs to be in a faction. Now Marina it should have just been John Moxley and Marina Shafir. That should have just been it. Like, and I was like, okay, they doing something with her. I dig it. She was in WWE for a while. They, really weren't doing shit with her in AEW here, but it's a little cool spot. But yeah, I'm really sick of it.
She's more of a manager type. She does not need to be a talent.
Yeah,
I mean, but my thing is too, and what AEW is, in my opinion, if you're looking at it in all perspective idol, is what do you have for Claudio? Like Claudio could have been one of the main event guys if they really wanted to if they really wanted a viewership with people to look at this product and go, hey man, this is different, like what WWE does with the AEW talent that goes over to there. They've been getting royalties. They've been getting treated like their talent like it should be.
Look at everybody who's champion for real. I mean, besides the international, the AEW was the AEW International and maybe the Continental champion, I guess. The
That's
world
weird.
champion, the women's the TBS champion, and the tag team champions are all former WWE superstars, whether John Moxley, Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, or whether it's Mercedes slash Sasha Banks. And there's so many other great talent that they could use or whatever and push them. But like I just said, I felt some type of way about the whole private party. They were some AEW original guys who, they just I feel like didn't get their shot. And when they did get their shot, they were just tossed to the side by Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. And no credit, no disrespect to Shelton and Bobby. Like they're great. I love what they're doing with Shelton, making him look like a dominant force and all that, stuff like that. That's cool. But I mean, like, not at the expense of private party, at least right now though. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
it's all right.
Said they would push Shelton to be in the main card status than what they've been doing with him. That's something, in my opinion. I
Mhm.
said it. There's like 5 guys they have had, and I feel like they have dropped the ball completely with one MJF. MJF looks lost
I
in
mean, now he's
AEW right
now
now.
he's now he's feuding
I
with
hate to say that. I
uh,
hate to
Jeff
say that.
Jarrett.
The little promo that he did with Jeff Jarrett, that was good. That was entertaining, whatever. Got real when he talked about with Karen and recording with Kurt Angle and Jeff Jarrett, which was
Yeah,
kind of that was a low ball, but I mean everybody's heard it before, so
I
I
wouldn't
don't know
say
if that
he's
was
like
really
really.
that bad.
I wouldn't
Huh?
say he's like really lost, but I think with MJF, I think the
He doesn't have a
character.
good dance partner right now.
Maybe that too, but I think the character itself. I mean, like, I don't want to say it's getting stale because yeah, he came out as a heel and he went back. He came out as a heel, then he went to a baby face, and then when he went to a baby face, you know, it worked out for a minute. He was good teaming with Adam Cole and everything, but now he's back as a baby face, and it's just like, oh, maybe it's working, maybe it's not. So like that's the only thing with MJF, man. So yeah, maybe he need a good dance partner, but lately he just been popping up, just doing promos and not really, wrestling. So he's pretty much all talk at this
Mhm.
point. Like he had great matches though, but I mean, like, what's new? I want to see something different with AEW, and I mean, which is different from everything else, but shit. What's new and I ain't gonna say what's new, but which I'm more interested in how what TNA is doing, man,
Oh, hold
and
on.
their
That's
development.
the next topic right there. So
I
obviously
dig it
we
though.
going with the AEW chat.
Yeah, AEW. Hey man, they doing their thing. They
The
doing their
biggest thing
thing.
we gotta talk about is TNA. Obviously, we've been gone for a little bit, so this is gonna be a little refresher. TNA is now partnered in with WWE. Like, what? Like, who would ever thought this? Like, I don't use this reference, and you know me very well. I have not used this ever. If Vince McMahon was running WWE
Nah.
still to this day, this right here would have never,
Hmm.
never
Never,
happened.
ever, never ever happened, man.
When we look at AEW versus WWE, the real competition for in Vince McMahon's eyes and perspective was TNA. Like
Hmm.
that was the ones that he
Yeah,
would, if they came to WWE, other than AJ Styles or Samoa Joe, they were buried instantly, simultaneously,
yeah,
because they
yeah,
were TNA talent. He did not like TNA talent. So,
yeah.
I
I,
mean, seeing them
I,
pop up on different pay-per-views now, like, bro,
I think it's a
what?
big I think it's a big confirmation because for a minute I thought the deal was sort of over. Like, I tuned into TNA, you really wouldn't see more of the NXT superstars and sort of vice versa.
I thought it was
So
a
I thought it was
one-off.
just yeah, I thought it was a one off that was just gonna be it, and then boom, they hit you with the deal and was like, nah, bitches, yeah, we still working together, and Genesis, man, Genesis had what like 4,000 people there, one of the largest junks. They just had a live television junk that I watched, for the first time in a long time, which I thought it was, amazing, man. So, Joe Hendry, doing his thing. He won a championship, took
Do
on
you
Matt
believe?
Cardona.
Do you
Do I
believe,
believe?
Dre?
Yeah, man, I believe. Look at, look at,
Wave your hands. He got it. He got it.
man, he got it. He got it, man. I was just like, finally, like, when because he had a shot at Slammiversary. He had a shot at
Oh,
Bound
you
for
gotta
Glory.
sell it. You got. Oh my gosh. No, he's like, he
Yeah,
got it.
yeah, yeah. He
Finally,
finally
he
believed. Yeah, 'cause
finally got it.
I thought they weren't gonna get a man the title for a while though. But yo,
I
man,
thought
he
he,
did it.
if he really did, like, I think what we were all wondering too, because obviously when he was on NXT, he was on NXT like 3 or 4 times back to
Yeah, and then
back.
he even went after the NXT championship. So it was like, yo,
That's why I was like, hold
I
up,
don't even.
don't you got a TNA title match next week?
Yeah,
You on
yeah.
the
So
NXT pay per view? You wrestling for the NXT championship?
yeah, so he,
Like,
he didn't
can
he
they
didn't win
really
that.
do that?
Then win both of the title shots that he had. So I was like, oh man, they must not just be giving this guy the belt. And
I was
he
like,
won it. So I
bro,
was like, oh,
he's the hype man. No, you don't want him.
yeah, that's
But
what's
no,
up. But yeah,
I think,
damn, they're doing amazing.
so. What do you think with Joe Hendry now the champ? And Brian did say it very well before we went on break. Was the Joe Hendry effect was dying out? Do you think this helped it?
I don't know if it helped it, but I just want to see how it goes because, like I just said, man, he went after the NXT title. He did not get it. And prior to that, he went after the TNA World Heavyweight Championship,
Mm-hmm.
unsuccessful, and he was unsuccessful once more. And I was just like, okay, I don't know whether I'm a believer or what, but yeah, I don't think it's going to
See
happen or whatever. So
it.
and now he finally got it. Now he won it. Let's see what he does. And the thing about it, and we talk about it a lot, man, chasing the title is way more different than actually, I mean, being the champion and then chasing the title is totally different things. So now, now he's champion. He gotta, be champion and he's not chasing no one. Everybody's chasing him. So that's a little difference. You got to tap into that, other side of you as a champion, especially when you're a baby face too. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with Joe Hendry, man. I think I don't want to say he's too big for TNA, but I think a lot of people want to see him on the main roster. And that's another thing. Let's see how long
I
he does
wonder
stay
if he's
down
going
there.
to do well on the main roster. I hate to say that because obviously I've said it numerous times. When his song was over, like, dude, it was trending everywhere. Everywhere. My daughter never watched anything of this dude's matches or anything. She was watching YouTube and
Telling
it
you,
popped up.
he's
It popped
he's
up. Annabelle is like consistently, hey, I want to listen to Joe Hendry.
he's gonna
Literally right after the Cody Rhodes, right after we listen to Jey Uso, and then of course we got to listen to John Cena. These are the
like
4 songs I have to listen to every single day. My daughter has not watched one match of Joe Hendry. It's the song.
he's gonna Joe Hendry. I feel like is gonna be a Elias, man, or he's gonna be like such like an Elias to where it's like he does his own music, but if you can't keep creating that, it can't just be like a one hit wonder, because then the fans definitely going to turn on you. So if he is going to continue this baby face, I believe, and I make my own music, and I'm not just a one hit wonder champion kind of like. Then he needs to evolve and keep doing more stuff or whatever like that. So hey, we'll see, man. We'll definitely see, but yeah, Joe Hendry doing his thing over
I
there.
mean, dude, I will
Nigga.
say this.
Mance Warner. I want to say Mance Warner, man. Mance Warner was in MLW for like the longest, and he do a lot of death matches or them hardcore type style matches and stuff like that. And I saw him appear on TNA last week, and he looked way different than you'll averagely see him on MLW. He looked like the redneck guy. I drink beer. I'm coming to whip ass. I don't mind bleeding. My man looked different now, and I was like, hell
He
yeah.
looked like a
So
character. He didn't
yeah,
look like just
yes,
a
yeah.
indie junkie
Yeah,
type. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So, Mans Warner, I definitely got my eye on too. I've been following him since MLW. So, yeah, man, I'm digging it. What TNA doing, man?
I will say this. There's one. I felt like obviously we know she's signing. We know this girl is going to be a star when she comes over. I'm talking about Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace is in TNA. And obviously we
I don't.
just
I
as
think
we
she
watched
goes.
her on Genesis, she lost to
Uh,
Tessa Blanchard. Now, even though with everything going on with Tessa and stuff like that, I
mhm.
literally have said one of the greatest women matches of all time will be Tessa Blanchard versus Charlotte Flair.
Yeah,
That would be one of that's a WrestleMania match, in my opinion. Now,
yeah.
due to all the past stuff and obviously we heard it on Genesis. It's not the fans haven't forgotten. They haven't
Okay,
forgiven her or whatever what's going on with that
real fast.
scenario.
Can you catch me up a
I
little
feel
bit
like
though?
that
Can,
would hurt obviously the
can,
match credibility
can,
itself.
can,
But
can you can you
obviously
catch
with
me up?
Tessa Blanchard beating
Can you,
Jordan Grace, we know Jordan Grace
mm,
is
yeah,
going somewhere. She's not
yeah,
just staying. She's not just going to be staying home. So
right. Catch me up a little bit on the Tessa Blanchard. Why the hate?
some
I,
race,
I
something racist or something. I don't
okay,
really know much of it. I've just heard it off of a couple of podcasts, and obviously
okay.
when I was watching the match, the fans were screaming it. They were
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
bleep it
that's it.
out. The fans
Yeah,
were screaming it.
yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. But
I
far as
mean,
Jordan Grace,
I
I,
don't
I
know.
I don't think she's going to NXT. She got to come up to the main roster. I mean, even if she go to NXT Women's Division is stacked. You got Julia, you got Zaria,
Yeah,
you got Stephanie Vicaria, you got all the women right there. I think Roxanne is coming up as well in the Rumble. But I mean, like, bro,
bro.
like,
I will say
uh,
this: Stephanie Vacure has just took everything off. Like nobody knew of this woman. If anybody don't remember, she wrestled on AEW one time against Mercedes Monet. Mercedes beat her, even though we know this girl literally steered that match between her and Mercedes. Like that's how good this woman is. And her to come to NXT, not be announced or anything, just pops up. And obviously, we were all talking about Julia. Julia, like the big anticipation, a superstar we saw. They tagged up. You thought you wanted to know, wanted to see of Julia. So it's like that's how big this girl has got. Just off of a star plat, just coming over and doing what she's doing. Like, bro, the women's division on NXT it might almost be better than what it was back
yeah, I agree. I definitely agree, man. The women division NXT, man. I'm loving every bit of it, man. So
I still
I ain't got
say
nothing.
Charlotte Flair is the boat still. But
Yeah, I can't wait to see come back, man. That's the vignettes look nice and everything, but uh yeah, TNA relationship with WWE is going to be phenomenal. Hopefully we see some TNA stars, some male TNA stars in the Rumble because
man,
we've seen the
it's
women
that
come
time.
over,
It's
so
that
hopefully
time.
we could, see
We
some of them,
waited
yeah.
a long time. That anticipation. It's finally here. I still cannot believe we're about to be talking about the road to WrestleMania once again.
Time flies,
Like,
man.
I feel like WrestleMania just happened still. Like,
Yeah.
all that nostalgia, everything from WrestleMania 40, all that, the road to WrestleMania always begins on Rumble night. Bro, it's Rumble week, man. Are you?
Nah. Did we lose my man? I think we lost him. I think we lost him. Yeah, but you guys, man, it is the Royal Rumble week, man, and I am excited like you guys are, just like Warren Marlowe is excited. I'm not too sure what happened, but I think we lost him in just a bit. There we go. There we go, man. Yes, man. We are excited for the Royal Rumble that's coming up this weekend, and we about to get into some Royal Rumble talk, man. For real. But before we get into some Royal Rumble talk, man, TNA, the relationship with WWE, look forward to more crossover. Looking to see more guys pop up on the shows, man. So yeah, man, that's going to be fire. Warren, you there? Still getting over this cold, man. All right, all right, all right. All right, but while we here, you guys, man, we got the Royal Rumble coming up this Saturday. While we wait for Warren, man, we got the WWE Championship on the line. Kevin Owens against Cody Rhodes in a ladder match as well. We got DIY taking on Motor City Machine Guns. 2 out of 3 falls tag team matches, man. We're gonna get into other matches and do some predictions, and of course, both men's and women's Royal Rumble match, man. It's going down. It's like Warren said, man. It's like Christmas though for me. WrestleMania each and every year when it comes around, I'd be so thrilled. I'd be like, yo, WrestleMania is back once again, man. I'm excited. I'm thrilled for WrestleMania. It comes so fast for real. So, but I wish I could be able to be there. The ticket prices is freaking crazy, man. You're talking about 5,000 for front row, 1,000, just to sit in the nosebleeds, bro. Like, jeez, man. Like, they asking for a whole arm and a leg for them WrestleMania tickets. A whole arm and a leg. All right. There we go. There we go, man. But we excited for WrestleMania. Let's go.
Everything's been a cluster right now on electronics when it comes home right now. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I know all about it, man.
Oh man.
I know all about it.
But like I said, man, we are on the road to WrestleMania starting Saturday. Can you believe that?
No, man, I can't.
Doesn't it feel like WrestleMania 40 like still is not like it's been gone too long for me? Like it's like, bro, oh my god.
Just like I was telling everyone, man. It's like Christmas, man. It just, it just passed, but it's coming around so fast again, and I'm excited for it to be here.
Setting you up for the next holiday like 4 months in advance. It feels it's like holy cow, and it's like, dang, man, it's really almost that time again. Like it really hit me when we were watching the watch along and they were showing the countdown, 119 days till WrestleMania. I'm like, oh,
I'm excited.
God. Oh my gosh. And it's in Vegas. Oh man. Oh, those tickets though. Oh man, those tickets. You have to win 4 lotteries just to buy a ticket, it feels like. But like he said, man, it is the road to WrestleMania, and it starts with the Royal Rumble. That's right, guys. It's Rumble season. We got a retirement tour that's going to be starting out in the Rumble. Obviously, there is 4 matches on the card, guys. Not even lying. There's 4 matches for the Royal Rumble. That's right. What is your opinion on there only be 4 matches so far for the Royal Rumble?
Well, I know Triple H, man, has been creating this theme where he only had about 4 or 5 matches on the show, and keep it smooth, keep it short, and these matches you could focus all the way in, and they ain't gotta be rushed. They could be 20 minutes or whatever, 30 minutes, so for the Royal Rumble, I know like both men's and Royal Rumble matches are 2 hours itself, and then factor into the WWE Championship match, which I'm pretty sure that's 3 hours. So I don't know. And then they starting early, so it's at a 6 o'clock time, Eastern. And like maybe they may add another match on SmackDown this coming Friday. But from what I'm just, and then also the other match is a 2 out of 3 falls. So I mean, I'm not a big fan of the 4 match formula. However, I will take it, any given day. Been watching, Yeah,
That means more focus on the
that's
Rumble.
what that's what
That
I
means the
yeah,
Rumble's going to get a good
yeah,
distance because you got
yeah,
two Rumbles that day.
yeah,
And then
exactly.
the ladder match. We know the ladder match is going to be a hell of
Hmm.
a long time.
Look,
They're going to get a
I'll take
good
it
win.
over 10 matches at an AEW pay-per-view all day long. Now the last one
Hold on,
wasn't that
10
long.
short for an AEW pay per view. It's like
it, the,
20,
the
it
last
feels
the
like.
last the last AEW pay per view wasn't that long though, so I was like, oh shit, this kind of cool. Like I think they kept it at like 3.5 hours though, because normally they go about 4 hours. But man, I'm excited for the Royal Rumble. The four matches is it's cool to me because I know it's a lot that's supposed to be going on the show, man.
Speaking of that, the first match is 2 out of 3 falls match. DIY, the tag team champs versus the Motor City Machine Guns. Dre, who you got, bro?
I got DIY, man. I got DIY taking
Really? You think DIY gonna win already?
yeah, man. I mean, they pulled a switcheroo and faked out what was it,
Is
the
this what they
referee or
needed?
whatever.
They needed that
I
switch.
feel like they needed this, and they got rid of that corny ass theme song, and they bad guys at this point. So I'm digging it, man. They tag team champions. I don't think the guys will really have a huge successful singles career because we've seen these guys do their thing in NXT for so long, and I think we
That's what
just
hurt
wanted
them.
to see. Yeah, and I think we just wanted to see them go at it because the story was just so fabulous. But however, I think they great. Motor City Machine Guns, man, they were great too. They won their titles the first night they were on SmackDown.
With the
Um,
bloodline.
yeah, I guess the bloodline. Look at you can't take that away from them. They will always have that. I'm not really big on guys coming in and just winning the titles they first night because if then it's like okay, then they get lost in the sauce a little bit afterwards. It's like, well, I don't want the WWE Tag Team titles. What we do now? I guess we got to win it 5 more times. I guess like that's the thing about like being in a tag team. So it's like you come out hot, and which is great, especially if you're over tag team. Motor City Machine Guns did their thing in TNA for a long time. Chris Sabin, Alex Shetty, they great, but so I think they're gonna build it up and maybe win it again eventually. But I do want to see them do their singles thing at some point. But I think it's going to be DIY retaining the championships, man. And one question, I don't know about you though, but are you interested in Pretty Deadly, the musical? Oh, we lost him again. All right, I guess we lost Warren Marlowe once again, man. But yeah, man, DIY taking on excuse me, Motor City Machine Guns this Saturday at the Royal Rumble. Just like I was telling Warren Marlowe, man, I definitely got DIY winning this match right here. I'm interested in Pretty Deadly the musical, man. We are on Netflix now. Like we can get Pretty Deadly on Monday Night Raw. I don't know about you guys though. Warren, you back? You can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I know, man. Technology is a bitch at times, though. I was asking you though, are you a fan of seeing Pretty Deadly the musical?
Hey man, I like it just deadly. They really are that character. So I don't know. I like it. It's something different.
Yeah, it is. It is something different. They're very entertaining, man. So
Definitely.
I want to see it though. But yeah, DIY all the way.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. I mean, I will say this. I think the thing about Johnny Gargano and Ciampa is they are very good, very good. But you said it at its best. They gave you all their best run in NXT. And I feel like that was their downfall at the same time, is because that's they gave us so good matches on NXT. Bro, what else can they really deliver on this roster right now? When you look at it, man, you
Hmm.
got Cody Rhodes, you got Roman Reigns, you got Solo Sikoa, you got all these different guys. Like, And I think in reality, when we say when Motor City Machine Guns beat the Bloodline that night, it's kind of probably making this storyline saying, well, could Tommaso and Johnny Gargano beat the Bloodline? Like,
Mm.
if you really think about it, like, would we be able to see that and believe that they would beat the Bloodline? And to see them beat Motor City Machine Guns, get the title, and with the switch because it was the back and forth with Johnny because Johnny wanted to
Yeah,
play by the rules and stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So I think it was a good dynamic because Champa is a phenomenal bad guy,
He really
phenomenal bad
is.
guy.
Hmm.
In my opinion, I really couldn't see him being a good guy. Like when you look at him, I mean, the dude looks like $1 million. Crazy thing, he's short as can be. I never would have thought that. And Johnny Gargano, I, he gives me Daniel Bryan vibes, if that makes sense. Like you look at him and you like him because he looks like a likable guy. Like what he breaches, and you're a fan of him on his YouTube. He's a big Marvel fan. He loves superheroes, loves Star Wars, Power Rangers, all that. So he's a very relatable guy that you can go, man. How can I not like this guy? Like I like Star Wars, I like Power Rangers, I like all that stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like it's it's really a good dynamic for Johnny Gargano because remember when he first came in, I was just like, man, I never could see this guy as a heel. I could never see this guy as a bad guy. And when he informed the way and did what they did with there, and I'm like, oh, so he does have that in his arsenal. I think this is like that last straw for them. They need this to work for them to progress up and get that running. So I'm looking forward to it. I think, even though I'm very happy to see Chris Sabin and freaking Shelly finally in WWE. Like that was really awesome to witness. Um, I'm gonna have to say DIY. I'm gonna have to say
Hmm.
DIY is gonna pull it out. It's gonna be a great match. It's gonna be a good back and forth. I say it's probably gonna be tied 1-1. The last match out of nowhere is gonna be obviously that ending. Obviously, I think it's gonna be falsy finish or something's gonna happen, and DIY is just gonna pull it out. But yeah, man. Like I said, that's only match one out of the four. Out of the four
Yeah.
matches. Um, Obviously, the next match, I feel like I don't know. Do you think that match is gonna open the show?
I feel like the opening of the show is going to be the Women's Royal Rumble match. I think we're going to open up the
You
show with
think
the
so?
Women's Royal.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
and
They've
then
been
we can.
headlining it lately. The women's match
Yeah,
has been
yeah,
getting a
because
little bit more.
because the women been killing it. The women matches are way better. Excuse me, than the men matches, man. So I feel like they're gonna open it with the women's. They're gonna do a great match. The women gonna kill it like they always do. Because the women, whether it's their elimination chamber, money in the bank, war games, who names it, all of their matches be bangers. So they start off the show with that great match, go into the tag team match, either go into the Royal Rumble match or the WWE Championship match. But that's how I think them go.
Okay. Um, Any surprise entrances that you think are going to come in? Obviously, we're talking about the women's match right now. What are some of the surprises that you could see that's possibly going to happen?
Ash by Elegance. She would definitely be in the Royal Rumble. I can probably see. Um,
Really?
Yeah, Dana Brooke has really been doing her thing over there, though. And at first, I didn't know that was Dana Brooke until somebody told us Dana Brooke. I was like, yo, she doing better than what she was doing in WWE, though. I like the little manager that they got. Like, it's pretty cool. So I like it. I really do. I like Ash by Elegance. I
Okay.
think it's cool. I think it's cool. So I can see her definitely being in the Rumble. I don't think Jordan Grace is a surprise, but I think we already know she's gonna be in there. And I'm just talking about from TNA. I mean, shit. I mean, any other women's. I mean, I figure Roxanne is definitely gonna appear, and a couple of
Hmm.
NXT women. But I mean, I think it's going to be really that much so. So, yeah, I think more of the surprises are going to, yeah, we might see a legend or two, Michelle McCool, maybe Lita, Trish Stratus, yeah, so maybe some surprises definitely going to come from the women's Royal Rumble match, man. But the women's Royal Rumble match, I have Charlotte winning the women's Royal Rumble match. I
Okay,
know a lot of
okay.
people. I know a lot of people don't like that one though. But at first, I would have
Oh,
said, I would have. No, no. I think Charlotte would have been my girl though. Charlotte would have been my girl to actually, yeah. When the Royal Rumble, she go on to face Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship.
hmm I like that one because I was thinking about it earlier. I was
And
like,
Tiffany
dude,
Stratton better
who can
win.
really go up with Rhea right now? Like legitimately have a WrestleMania statured match with Rhea. I can't think of anyone right now.
See what I
I
think
really
gonna
can't.
happen.
If you think of a newer talent to face her type scenario, I wouldn't mind seeing Rhea versus Jordan Grace. I mean, that would be an interesting match.
But do you
But
do you
like,
have that match that fast though? Do you have that immediately? Because I mean, Jordan Grace, yeah, she would be great.
I mean, but who
But
else? Who else do you have in mind for Rhea right now? Like, I
well,
don't see
I feel like,
anybody.
yeah, I know, but I feel like what they're gonna do with Rhea, they're gonna have her in a multi women's championship matchup where it's not
It's gonna
like
have to
it's a,
happen because if you think about it, because all the feuds that she's had in the past, you're just gonna look at it and go, "All right, man, we already seen this. We already seen this."
yeah,
Like
yeah,
what they should have done, which I know that it wasn't built for that as long as they did, it was the Liv and Rhea match was rushed. If they would have
mhm,
extended that out a little bit more, stuff like that, and make it to Mania,
yeah,
that could have
yeah.
been a great
That
WrestleMania
was that
match.
was that
Was
was supposed to
Rhea
be
and
it.
Liv?
That was supposed to be it. They brought Liv back too fast. I mean, Rhea back too fast. Rhea was supposed to stay out at least to maybe
She
November-ish.
don't come back until the Rumble. Don't come
Well,
back
the
until the
Rumble,
Rumble.
the Rumble would have been great, but obviously they wanted to have her up there and they wanted to use her and they wanted to get her back as soon as possible. I would have said November, and then we could have built towards this Liv Morgan getting her hands
hmm
on Liv Morgan, and then Rhea Ripley goes in to win the Royal Rumble match again, like,
Yep.
or she doesn't. Like we just have Charlotte wins, and then somehow Rhea Ripley gets her
Wins it
matchup.
at the Chamber or something. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, that would have been perfect, man. But then they rushed that shit so much. So I can see either Rhea versus Bailey or Rhea versus somebody, whoever they have. So,
Bailey's
but
got one person in mind, but I honestly think that one is almost my second pick to win the Rumble. That's Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez right now, I
she
hate
won the Royal
her
Rumble.
tagline because I took my name so with pride. I didn't see a lot of people use the Prodigy, and obviously she calls herself the Prodigy now. So, but Roxanne Perez right now has got stars written all over her. This is the
Mhm.
newer AJ Lee. This is the new underdog. And she was that cute, sweet baby face, whatever. But man, when she went up and turned that notch for the heel standpoint, I was just like, I'm even more invested in Roxanne Perez now because you can tell she can take that level and go way further with it. Like the stuff that she did with NXT, we're praising about that women's roster. Roxanne Perez was the one that was carrying that baton, running, and not stopping, not handing it over either. Like just going in there and dominating this thing. So I will say my pick for the women's Royal Rumble, it will probably be Charlotte. More than likely be Charlotte. But there's going to be a lot of surprise entrances. I feel like there's going to be a lot of TNA talent that's going to get showed.
Most
I feel
definitely.
like there's some other promotions that might get showed as well. So it'll be an interesting thing. I'm looking forward to it. Um, like I said, I think Roxanne Perez is going to get it almost to the very end, and Bailey's going to cause her.
What about Alexa Bliss versus Rhea Ripley?
That could work.
I know I've been hearing some things about Alexa, but I also heard that the plans was put on pause. Hey, there could be rumors though, but
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss versus
I
Rhea
think I
Ripley.
think it got
would be cool.
the plans got put on pause because the Wyatt Six wasn't getting as over as everyone thought it would be. That's the problem. The Wyatt Six is not.
Nah, but
The
they
sad thing
messed up.
is,
They messed up with the Wide Six by putting them in that match with American Made. American Made, I feel like is either they're also struggling to get back to or just get to being a dominant trios force because they were forced. They were given. They were like bones for a dog. It was like, okay, let's give these bones to this dog right here, the White Six, and because Gable had that hole in his head, or
bro,
he was
Gable's the new
attached.
Dolph Ziggler right now. Gable is going to be the guy that you can just put in anywhere and make it a believable thing because Gable can bring that match and showcase it for you. So I agree with you on that, but I think it's just because Gable is just doing phenomenal work right now. You're not going to see the Creed brothers as much, which I hate to say it because I love the Creed brothers.
Nah,
They give me
I like
American Alpha vibes. They give me all the stuff that can mold into being a phenomenal tag team. And
yeah.
obviously, this faction, it was built up very well. I think that they rushed the match between them and the White Six. I think they should have played that a little bit more, but
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't even supposed to happen. But the way Gable sold it and did a phenomenal job to make it believable again, that's what it got that match out of it. So I agree with that scenario, and also at the same time, it's just because Gable is just a phenomenal talent, and that's why I feel like that. What are they called? The Pride,
Uh,
the American Alpha. What are they?
American Made.
American
American
Made. Oh
Made.
my gosh, I forgot that. That's why American Made has not gotten so much leverage of what it could be. It's just because Gable is doing phenomenal work, whatever way he's doing. So
Mm.
uh, I say, like you said, we both got Charlotte winning the Rumble. I say the number two person that she's gonna possibly eliminate is Nia in it.
Naya. Yeah, Naya gonna be in it.
I'm pretty sure Nia's in it.
Mm-hmm.
Bailey's gonna get eliminated by Roxanne. I think they're building a feud between them and Mania. Or Bailey might face Roxanne at one of the NXT shows.
Yeah,
The NXT Stand and Deliver, I think. That
yeah,
would
because
be
Bailey.
pretty cool.
Yeah, because Bailey was on SmackDown. I mean NXT last night.
hmm So obviously we got our women. Uh, Also another question is, do we see Becky Lynch back?
Oh yeah, we can see Becky Lynch coming back.
Whoa, whoa.
It's about that
Dre's
time.
favorite.
Unless she's gonna take some time and just stay home for a bit.
True. Nothing wrong with that either. All right, man. Let's do it. We got the men's Royal Rumble. Big anticipation. There's 5 star-studded people that were announced, and simultaneously that were going into Rumble. We got John Cena, his retirement tour. It all goes down this Saturday. Can John Cena win his third Royal Rumble? Dre, what do you think? Do we see Cena winning the Rumble, or can we not see him winning the Rumble? No pun intended.
I mean, he probably win, but I don't see him winning the Royal Rumble just yet.
hmm I mean, this is the last Rumble.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
So you mean just yet? This is it. This is
I
it.
mean, yeah. I know this is it, but I'm saying though, like I don't really see him winning the Royal Rumble. It's gonna be more so like he came up short. He came up short, but he gonna try to do everything in his powers to win the World Heavyweight Championship. But he could win the Royal Rumble. He could. He could. Like I've been telling you, man. Uh, I don't know. I just feel like CM Punk gonna win. I feel like CM Punk gonna win, and that's gonna
I feel the
backfire.
karma.
And well, yeah, just that. But I feel like that him winning is gonna set Seth Rollins off to another level. So I feel like CM Punk is gonna win. I would love for Seth Rollins to win too. He only won one Royal Rumble. John Cena could definitely win, go on to WrestleMania, win his 17th championship, take on Gunther or Cody Rhodes. So it's so many dynamics in it. But my final four I've been saying since Monday is Cena, Punk, Seth, and either or at least that's my final three. That's what I say. John, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins are going to be the final three men in the match.
Okay. Okay. All right. I stuck with this for a while because after I watched Saturday night's main event, I watched a guy that went from only dancing with his brother with a tattoo on his face, coming out singing a song, whatever, it was a great pump up thing. Like, dude, I was fired up every time you see the entrance. For them to come out and elevate the tag team division, these two have always been a tag team. So when we got to the COVID, there was an announcement saying, "Oh, Jey Uso's gonna face Roman Reigns," and I was just like, "Who? Why?" Like, I don't know if that's gonna make sense. I don't know if that's gonna work. To going, oh my gosh, if there was a man that could give Roman Reigns a challenge, Jey Uso was that guy. Like I said it numerous times when it came to his feud in the COVID era, Jey Uso is the one that benefited the most from the COVID pro wrestling era, whatever we want to call it, because Jay showed you not only can he be a full on character, this dude is not a mid card guy. This guy is literally one of the guys that can be on your t-shirts, on you buying his glasses, you're buying his toys, you're buying all these yeet
Right.
sensation things that he's got, man. Like, and I mean, dude, that song comes on, arms are waving, yeet's being screamed. And I mean, it ain't just one time. It ain't two times. It ain't three times. It's until that damn song is off.
Yeah,
I wonder how many times fans are having their arms just like, man, I can't move my arms today because I was just yeeting my behind off all day. Like,
yeah.
I feel like sometimes that's why Jey Uso loses these matches because they can't have fans just sitting there doing this all the time.
Yeah,
But
it could come down to
I
Jey too.
feel like Jey Uso is going to be in the final 4 or 3.
Okay.
Now, I got to swerve with this one. I think we both agreed on it. Roman Reigns, the first time in 5 years, is in a Royal Rumble. Might even be longer than that because of the Rumble I remember that he was in last was when he was a WWE champion and he defended it in the Rumble, which I thought was the coolest thing ever. Just because, dude, I've never witnessed it with my generation eyes. Obviously, they had it in the past, but still, winner was Triple H.
Yeah.
But seeing this thing and seeing all the stories that are being built just into this Rumble, I'm so excited. I don't know who's going to win this Rumble. It's gotten to the point when they were building the Rumble up, I'm just like, oh my goodness, CM Punk's in. Roman Reigns is in. LA Knight's in. Rey Mysterio's in. I mean, Seth Rollins is in. Seth Rollins got in just because CM Punk got in. Like, it's like a storyline. And then you got Drew McIntyre. The year that Drew McIntyre had last year. I'm sitting there thinking, like, what can he do next? He goes and hits another homer Like, this dude is just, he's got money written all over Drew. Drew has literally found him in wrestling. Like, I have said it numerous times, I felt Drew was very stale. He was great. He's talented. He's got the look. It's just he was lacking on the mic. He ain't lacking no more. Drew is making you see that this Scottish man not only could talk on a microphone, he can make you hate him and love him all in one promo. Like, seeing what he's done, the stuff that he elevated, in a way, he built CM Punk. And in some way, I say he built CM Punk just because with Punk being hurt, what else were you really able to do on a storyline basis? But in a way, they were tying that thing in. And the craziest thing is with Punk and Drew's feud, it didn't get stale. Like, legitimately, it got bigger and better every single time. And this is a guy that was not able to wrestle for almost 5 months. Like, even almost a year. And was still benefiting it. Drew McIntyre literally pulled a page out of Paul Heyman's book. Remember when Paul Heyman would always announce that Brock Lesnar beat The Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania 31 or WrestleMania 30? Drew literally had a T-shirt with a tombstone on it talking about CM Punk's career, CM Punk's tricep. That was the funniest thing I've ever witnessed.
You're right, man.
So
this man's Royal Rumble gonna be lit, man. I don't know.
you got McIntyre, you got Cena. Like, there's legacy involvement. There's, hey, I'm ready to get back on the mountain storyline. Seth Rollins, what the hell is going on? Why is everybody turning against me? Why this is a personal thing? Like, in reality, Seth Rollins' kryptonite is CM Punk. Like, CM Punk is the one that gets Seth Rollins just to lose it. Like we always talk about, there's one, when you're a particular babyface, there's always one particular guys that make you lose that edge a little bit. It makes it where, oh, me playing right, it doesn't always have to be the play right part anymore because it's this person. Same thing with what we talk about with Cody. Cody had that loose string with Rock, Roman Reigns, and Kevin Owens. So it's like when you get to that bowling point, it gets to that reaction. I hate to say it. Seth Rollins is getting eliminated by CM Punk.
That's what
And that's going to make Seth lose his shit. I think Seth is going to beat Punk up. Punk is going to be dragged out for a good bit of this Rumble. If he wins, he'll pop back up, do the little thing and get his win. Or if Punk wins the Rumble, I think Punk is either eliminating. Damn.
I don't know, man. We just gonna have to probably wait and find out.
I think if Punk wins the Rumble, what better way Punk eliminates Drew McIntyre? Because the story started with Drew tore Punk's tricep at the Rumble. So you take the Rumble from Drew. That'd be a cool story. I think that'd be a cool thing. But obviously we know what we were all wondering, what's the favorite that Paul Heyman owes CM Punk. So there's 2 ways that they can involve with Roman Reigns. Rock comes out, screws Roman, blah, blah, blah. Or Paul Heyman screws Roman. That could be interesting. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. So who you got winning the men's?
CM Punk.
I'm sticking with my underground pick right now. I say Jey Uso's winning. Jey Uso, this would be a cool momentum one for him. This could be that Kofi Mania moment he finally gets. Gunther needs a big highlight match. If Cena is not his guy, which I don't know how they're going to do it because obviously how they just did Punk's promo with Cody. But if you remember, Punk had the same promo with Cody last year's Rumble. And it wasn't even the plan for Punk and Cody to go against each other. So,
Mm-hmm.
so who knows? I
Yeah.
think it's either going to be John Cena or Jey Uso's win. Those are the only two I got. I can't pick Punk. I just can't. I get it. He's doing great, whatever, but I still don't like Phil. And I ain't changing my mind on it. But
All right.
obviously, we got the men's rumble. Obviously, we got Jey Uso. I can say Jey Uso. You say CM Punk. Cena's probably going to be just chasing it at the very end. Like he said, they've been highlighting him already to be at Elimination Chamber. So, obviously, I think he's going to win probably at the Elimination Chamber to get himself into a title match. So, we'll see what happens. But a lot of people also said a shocking return could be Randy Orton.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't think it would be more
Do you
so
think that
shocking
can make a
return.
difference into the Rumble?
Mm, Randy Orton could be in the Royal Rumble though, but I think Randy Orton would benefit more. See, I don't know what direction they going into, man. I don't know if they doing a Rumble the
I feel
way
like
Cody
if he
Rhodes
gets
doing
into the
now.
Rumble, it's begging for him and Cena to face each other at the
I
main.
mean, yeah, Cena gonna have a face off with everybody in the Rumble because this is the last Rumble. He gonna have a face off with everybody. Either Seth
He's
Rollins,
facing off with
whoever
all.
he had, or Seth Rollins back in 2014, 2015. So face off with Drew, face off with Punk, he gonna have face off with everybody. So yeah, that's gonna be good. But yeah, I got Punk. And then of course, like I said, I don't know what the plans they're doing, but I would think Randy Orton will pop up at the WWE Championship ladder match. And I would say screw Cody, but I don't know how that's going to go. I would love for Kevin Owens to win, but I know Cody Rhodes is going to retain. So yeah, that's my pick for that one.
Don't say it in such a drag, man. Come on,
I mean, it's
come
gonna be
on
a
now.
great match. It really is, though. I think this reminds me of Shawn and Razor Ramon in the ladder match with both Intercontinental titles up there. Instead, it's both WWE championships. I like how the story has been played that Cody Rhodes is
Kevin's been
sort
a
of
good dance partner for Cody
yeah,
this go
yeah, he's
round.
been a good dance partner, but I think the story is so freaking good because Cody Rhodes has literally everybody, even Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio felt nice with Cody Rhodes. Rey Mysterio stuck up for Cody Rhodes, and look what happened to Rey Mysterio. Same thing with everybody. Randy Orton, he stuck up for Cody Rhodes. Look what happened to Randy Orton. Everybody who basically is a friend of Cody Rhodes and is sticking up for Cody Rhodes get put down, and it's all really Cody Rhodes' fault. I mean, it's like, well, nobody put a gun to your head and told you, "Yo, go stick up for me." No, you came down there and did your thing yourself. But everybody who is a sort of a friend of Cody Rhodes in a way, they get hurt. And it's sort of the Cody Rhodes, fault. And I like this story dynamic though, and how Kevin Owens is, telling it and everything. So I think it's real cool. I like how Cody is carrying the old WWE Championship, WWF Winged belt. So it's gonna be a good ladder match.
Do you
Cody's
think
gonna
that's going to be the
win.
main title after the Rumble, or do you think he's
I,
still going
I
to
think the
have?
Rumble. I think the Rumble is too freaking stacked. To no, I think there's going to be some
No, no, no. When I'm
shenanigans.
saying the title, I'm saying, do you think this is the end of the Wing Eagle title, or do
Oh
you
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah,
that's going to be
yeah.
the one that Cody's
I,
going to be carrying through from
I don't
now on?
know. I don't know. I don't know. That'll be cool if it is though. But I think this probably would be it for the time being though. But I'm not sure. Not sure. Yeah, but I got
I
Cody
think it
Rhodes
would be
winning.
good for Cody to carry the Wing Eagle title because in reality, we always talk about we like wrestling, we like the storytelling, we like what was doing, what Cody has been doing as the champ. I don't know if anybody's realized this. He's been bringing a lot of nostalgia. He's been bringing like the old history pro wrestling background into the build of the storylines that he has done so far with this year. Because, like you said, he's bringing back the classic. We haven't seen a WWE title match in a ladder match in a long time. He's bringing that classic back for it. The same thing with the steel cage. We haven't seen a WWE title match in a steel cage in a very long time. Like he's bringing these different nostalgia matches back to show, hey, this is for the main title. The same for the Intercontinental title. The same for the U.S. title. Like this is for the main title. We are putting it all on the showcase for it. So I think he's been doing a very well job with it. I mean, obviously, look at the ticket sales, look at the venues; they're selling out left and right. And like I said, man, the craziest thing, like when we say, man, I can't believe WrestleMania has been gone for a while right now, is because WWE hasn't died down. Like usually when WrestleMania happens, bro, it's like that highness just chill, and then we go back and forth like this, and then it gets closer to Rumble. Oh, Rumble helps out. No, Survivor Series brings up. Then the Rumble. Rumble comes back. Nobody really shows back up until it's around Mania time. People have been tuning in every single week, watching the shows, watching the episodes and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a phenomenal match. Seeing the steel cage match they did at the house show in Jacksonville was really good. The stuff that Kevin's doing, you can tell Kevin is having a ball doing this crap right now. Like, this is literally the old Kevin Owens that he needed. Like, Kevin needed to be what he is doing now, because right now we could see Kevin as being the main bad guy in wrestling right now, based off of what the character he's bringing out right now. So I think it's a good thing. I think it's going to be a very exciting match, like you said. I don't know if Orton's going to be fully involved in this match, but who knows? We'll see what happens. But obviously, we both got Cody Rhodes winning that one. So we'll patch back on the whole prediction things. We both said DIY. You said CM Punk. I said Jey Uso. Women's, we both agreed that it's Charlotte. That's our Royal Rumble predictions, man. Great, man. Obviously, it's that go home time, man. You got anything you want to finish up on, bro?
Hey man, it's been fun, man. Definitely fun. I gotta get some food in me, man. I'm low on energy now, though.
You and
it's
me
like
both.
it's like the beginning of the show. You know, you have a energy drink or whatever like that. Then by the interview, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm
Drinks
smelling
out, and
something.
it's like, yep, the mouth's getting a little dry.
But man, Financial Talk always fun. The Royal Rumble is going to be amazing, man. I can't wait for it. Beyond 11:30 comes back February 6th. We rocking out with the watch alongs, man, each and every Monday and Friday, and of course this Saturday with the Royal Rumble as well. And yeah, man, just stay tuned with the 11:30 podcast, man. We got some dope stuff coming up, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Definitely subscribe and follow my guy, Warren Marlowe, right here from Buzzing With Marlowe.
He finally got the name right.
Yeah, finally.
I know it's a tongue twister. Buzzing with Marlowe, Warren Marlowe, like that is buzzing with Warren. All right, yeah. But yeah, guys. Like we said, man, make sure y'all like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to stay in contact with all our platforms. The 11:30 podcast, the Buzzing with Marlowe podcast, Brian B's, the Beeline Entertainment LLC, the Off the Top Ropes podcast. I mean, we've got tons of them, man. There's tons of wrestling podcasts out there, tons of wrestling content out there. Even if you're not a pro wrestling fan, I mean, go give them a follow. It might even bring you a nostalgia. It might even get you to be connected back into pro wrestling. Like we said, man, wrestling has been exceptional right now. And I feel like a lot of fans that were out of wrestling would even go back and be like, damn, this is really good. I'm impressed. I like this. I remember when WWE was, WWF and all that. Like, it brings that feeling back, man. And the talent has been phenomenal. So, not saying everybody's got to watch wrestling, but hey, man, just give it a try. It's been phenomenal stuff. But obviously, like we said, man, this is Commission Talks. This is our episode back. We are finally back. We'll be back every Wednesday. Dre, is this going to be the new time that we're going to do every episode?
Sure. Yeah, full is good.
Okay.
Full is good.
What up, little man? Daddy talked about you for a good bit. All right. So, obviously, guys, we do have a new time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. We will be live every Wednesday. They'll be back and forth. I had this week, so we'll be on the 11:30 podcasts channel next week. So, guys, make sure y'all tune in. follow us, like, subscribe, all that. This audio version of this episode will be out later on tonight. Just give me a little bit and I can play with it and get it all together. But guys, this has been another great episode of Buzzing with Marlowe Commission Talks. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. Watch your wrestling, enjoy what you love. We will see you later. We'll see y'all Wednesday.
Peace.
Later.
Appreciate it, my guy. Yo.